I wondered in my mind how Lot could be with Abram so long and some of the attributes of him not rub off on Lot. Amen. Lot is not somebody I'm going to be critical of this morning, but I'm going to tell you, he represents a large portion of our world today. Amen. He was blessed because he was with his uncle Abraham, who was connected with the great God of all. I'm telling you right now, Abraham is connected in a mighty, mighty way. He has found favor in the sight of the Lord, insomuch that God has said there will never be another one of you. There was never one before you. There will never be another one like you when you're gone. Amen. He is special in his place. And Lot is just riding the tide of blessings, buddy. He is flowing right along. You see, I'm going to preach something this morning that's going to cause some eyebrows to be raised. But there's a lot of people being blessed in this world today with materialistic deals and things because of who they are connected with. It has nothing to do with God approving of their lifestyle. It has nothing to do with God pouring things into your life saying, I love you just the way you are. Amen. If that was the case, Abram could have stayed in the land of Ur of the Chaldeans. But God said, I want you to come on out here. I've got some bigger and better things that I want to show you. And when the end of your life comes, you will be satisfied with what I have done for you through the years. I have found that when you place a lot of attention on earthly things, it's usually the thing that escapes your grasp. It stays right beyond you. And it keeps you in pursuit of things that are totally out of the will of God. It keeps you going. But when you begin to pursue things of the Spirit and it begins to satisfy your soul, these other things that are added to you are things you've just got. You can live with them or you can live without them. But you can't live without that God that calls you out of darkness into His marvelous light. You see, if you have no spiritual hunger, it'll make no sense to you what I'm preaching today. But if there's a hunger in your heart to go beyond where you're at, there's got to be a call of God that'll resonate in your heart and bring you on to a different place and a different level. Amen. Lot should have understood some things, but all he could think of was my dad died a pauper. I was nothing in this old world, and I want to make something out of myself before my time expires. I've heard that said so many times, and people begin to associate themselves with people who they know are blessed, but they never commit themselves to their connection. You understand what I'm saying? It's okay to come to church as long as you're not connected with the God of the church. I'm telling you, you will be blessed when you pay your tithes and when you do what's right. There's a blessing that comes through the association or the connection with those who have been blessed of God. But why do you want to be blessed by association with them when you can be blessed by being connected to the God that called him? You've seen those folks. I have some cousins. Amen. Mo Grant, 97 years old, when she passed from this walk of life, had a reputation of being a prayer warrior. Amen. A devil terrorizer. I mean, buddy, when you wanted the devil to get wild-eyed and run like everything, you called Mo Grantham and she'd pray, and I'm talking about Hell's Gates with rap. Amen. Old Dow and Carl and different ones that were in our family they were always connected and associated with the church, but they never did get committed to the church. Kind of like Lot and Abraham, and I'm going to show you this in just a moment. Amen. Just part of it because they were born into it. You understand? I am here because I was born in here. I was here because I have to be here. I thank God for you having to be here. But I thank God for those who come just because they want to be connected. You understand? Carl and Dow and all of those cousins of mine, me included, we would all have these hardships in life, and we would go to Mo and we would say, Mo, we need you to pray and ask God to bless us with this test, or bless us with us trying to get this job, and bless us and bless us and bless us. And folks, I'm telling you, every time she would pray, we would be blessed, and God would give us what we were asking for. God wasn't giving it to us because we deserved it. Mo Graham, when she put that before God as a personal request to her own life, Lord, would you give them? You know how much I love them. Would you bless them because of this? And maybe, Lord, it'll change their heart, and maybe they'll see you in a different light, and God would consistently bless. Until one day the connection was broken. Mo Grantham passed away.
Come on.
There is no Mo Grantham no more.
Right.
Now, Lot, who's going to do your praying for you? Spend a lifetime around an Abraham that could have taught you how to pray.
Come on. Yes.
Spend a lifetime around somebody that could have told you how to handle things when times got tough. Could have showed you how to live without as well as live with. Abraham came out of Egypt, and the Bible said he was a wealthy man. He had cattle, he had tents, he had silver, he had gold, he had servants, and he had all kinds of things around him, and none of that meant anything. You know why he came out of Egypt? He was still pursuing a city that had foundations, whose builder and maker was the Lord. He had no physical interest in the world he lived in. All he wanted was just a glimpse of that God that spoke to him. He's never seen him, he's never laid eyes on him, but he's in constant searching for him. And Lot's over there counting his money. My God, I have been blessed, pressed down, shaken together, running over. And Abraham just stacked it up, and he ain't never counted it. He could care less.
Come on. Amen.
You've seen those folks that got money to burn? You ain't seen them? I'm still looking for them too. Most folks that got it sure ain't gonna burn it. But you've heard the old saying, man, they got more money to spend than what I will make a lifetime of all these things. And what has happened is if you'll study the life of those people, one or two things has happened. They're associated with someone that is in connection with the good Lord. They're associated with a church that's a praying church that's seeking the mind of the Lord. Let me tell you something, but one other explanation I can give for that. If your soul is for sale, Satan will pay the price. Are you with me right now? I am telling you now of all the things that we need to pursue and try to reach forth and grab a hold of. We need to grab a hold of that same God that called Abraham out. Because everything that Abraham needed through his course of life, he got it and he did it without ever even asking for it. I wish somebody would find me anywhere in that Bible where Abraham said, Lord, I need a few more sheep in my herd. Lord, I need just a few more